For over half a century, people have asked one chilling question: can a doll really be cursed? Tonight, we journey into the shadows, where myth and reality blur, and fear takes on a life of its own. The legend of Annabelle is not just a ghost story, it is a tale woven from fear, superstition, and the human need to explain the unexplainable. Dolls have haunted our imaginations for centuries, their glassy eyes and painted smiles hiding secrets we dare not name. In the 1970s, a simple Raggedy Ann doll became the center of a storm. But Annabelle is only the latest in a long line of objects said to be cursed, each with its own dark history. Why do we fear dolls? Psychologists say it is the uncanny valley, the almost human features that unsettle us. But for some, the fear is more than psychological. It is visceral, it is real, as Dr. Evelyn Carter. Dolls represent innocence, but when that innocence is corrupted, it becomes deeply disturbing. Annabelle is the perfect storm, a child's toy turned into an object of terror. As Mark Hensley, paranormal investigator. I've seen objects move on their own, but Annabelle, she's different. The air changes when you're near her. People get sick, electronics fail. It's as if she doesn't want to be understood. As Linda Perez, eyewitness. I visited the museum once. I laughed at the stories, but when I looked into Annabelle's eyes, I felt watched. I couldn't sleep for days. As Dr. Samuel Reed, skeptic. There's no scientific evidence that Annabelle is haunted, but the power of belief is real. Fear can make us see things that aren't there. Annabelle's story is echoed in legends from around the world: the Okiku doll of Japan, the Pulau Ubin Barbie of Singapore, the haunted puppets of Eastern Europe. Each tale is a mirror reflecting our deepest anxieties. In the United States, Annabelle's legend grew with every retelling. Newspaper headlines screamed of curses and tragedy. TV specials and late-night radio shows fanned the flames. The line between fact and fiction blurred. But what is the truth? Is Annabelle truly cursed, or is she a vessel for our collective fears? Tonight, we open the case file. We listen to the witnesses. We confront the darkness, together. This is the story of Annabelle, a story of fear, belief, and the mysteries that linger in the shadows. Are you ready to believe? The story begins in 1970, when a nursing student received the doll as a gift. Soon, she and her roommate claimed Annabelle began to move on her own. They reported finding strange notes written on parchment paper, messages like, "Help me." The nurses did not keep parchment at home, raising suspicion. Desperate, they reached out to a medium. The medium told them the doll was possessed by the spirit of a little girl named Annabelle Higgins. But when Ed and Lorraine Warren, famed paranormal investigators, examined the case, they concluded something darker. Not a child's ghost, but a demonic entity using the doll as a vessel. The Warrens took Annabelle into their custody, but even then, the doll resisted. During the car ride to their Connecticut home, the Warrens said their brakes failed repeatedly. Ed Warren doused the doll in holy water, and the disturbances stopped. From that day forward, Annabelle was locked away in a glass case with a warning sign, positively do not open. Stories of Annabelle's curse spread quickly. The priest's crash. A Catholic priest reportedly mocked the doll, then saw her reflection in his rearview mirror before dying in a car accident. The museum visitor. A man tapped on Annabelle's glass, laughing at the legend. Hours later, he and his girlfriend crashed their motorcycle into a tree. He died instantly. The survivors linked both accidents directly to Annabelle. These accounts, however, exist only in Warren archives and interviews. No police records confirm the priest or the biker. Here's the truth. Annabelle is not porcelain. She's a Raggedy Ann doll. The chilling tales of moving objects and fatal accidents all come from the Warrens' case files, books, and lectures. Independent journalists and skeptics argue there is no hard evidence, no videos, no court records, no police reports to prove Annabelle ever harmed anyone. Yet the stories endure. Why? Because the Warrens' accounts inspired Hollywood's Conjuring universe, cementing Annabelle as a pop culture icon of horror. Recently, whispers spread online. A paranormal investigator named Dan Rivera allegedly died after leading ghost tours featuring Annabelle. The story claimed he was found dead in a Gettysburg hotel room, with the doll mysteriously missing. But after investigation, here's the reality. No credible news outlets, not AP, CNN, Reuters, or BBC, have reported Rivera's death in connection to Annabelle. No record exists of Annabelle leaving the Warren family's collection. In other words, this is modern folklore, amplified by YouTube and social media. So, is Annabelle cursed? Fact. She is a doll tied to the Warrens' paranormal investigations. Folklore. The deaths, crashes, and modern stories like Dan Rivera's remain unverified legends, yet the psychological horror is undeniable. Annabelle endures because she embodies our deepest fear, that an innocent object could be a doorway to something unexplainable, something evil. The camera fades back to the glass box. A priest blesses it once a week. Visitors whisper, some laugh, some step closer, but no one dares touch her. Maybe Annabelle is just a doll, or maybe she's the most dangerous cursed object in the world. Either way, would you risk finding out?